to the foundation on which this country was built. Now, we've all held hands together and jumped off the bridge and said, hey, some of the ways that this country was built might not be the best for equality. We've all jumped, white and black alike, and everyone in between. Yet and still, there's a segment of us that are holding on to those very foundations. Now, there's a reason for that. It's laughable that that country would then go to other countries and tell them what they should be doing politically today. I don't know. I just think it's laughable, all of it. And then came the awkward announcement, because let's just get all the politics out the way. Then came the awkward announcement that your president and several key members of his cabinet and family have tested positive for COVID-19. Now, the New York Times reports that Donald Trump, Melania Trump, Hope Hicks, Kellyanne Conway, Chris Christie, Mike Lee, Tom Tillis, Ronna McDaniel, John Jenkins, and Bill Stephen have all tested positive. Now, it is also reporting that Mike Pence, Karen Pence, Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner, Mike Meadows, and Joe Biden have all tested negative. Now, all of this comes as, listen, let's just all swirl it all together, right? All right. Here's how I'm going to connect the dots for you, bitch. Okay. I've been listening to Mariah Carey's book. And yes, I said listening. I don't have time to read. Okay. Now, if I can recommend a book to you, I believe that because I'm a reader that when I read in my voice, I hear ahead. In my head, I hear a voice. Not in my voice, I hear a head. But I say that to say that if you are a voracious reader who can really tap into a la Sweetie, tap into reading and getting and hearing the person's voice and really just, you can smell it. I read like that. Like I could smell it. I have to really get into it or else I ain't into it. You know what I mean? So this Mariah Carey book, I am, first of all, out of 5, I give it 4 point. I'm not done yet. So we'll have a review. We'll have a review. But what I will say is this, the book is amazing. And I don't want to ruin it, but I will say this. I'm not going to say anything in particular, so this isn't a spoiler, but she alludes to the fact of staging a particular situation in order to get to a desired result. Now, in staging the situation, it would be something that would cause people to look at her in a particular way. However, the attention that she would receive from whatever negative you could perceive the situation as, the attention that she would receive would far outweigh what you're going to talk about today. So what we have to understand is we live on a 24-hour news cycle, right? In previous generations, the news cycle we could not keep up with it as much as we do now. So when people say we live on a 24-hour news cycle, there is 24-hour access. Therefore, our attention span to what is new and noteworthy is quick, because news is happening every second. And where I can't get it here, I have it in the palm of my hand. I have it in my laptop. I have it in my personal computer. I have it in my car. It's tricked out with bells and whistles, everything. I have access to everything. It's ridiculous, So I say that to say that, I can't say I am not a medical doctor. You know what I mean? So I don't really know if your president has the COVID or not. But I think it's I think it comes, this COVID that he has really comes hot on the heels of a devastating performance. Now, like Mariah Carey, her incident came on the heels of a devastating performance. Okay. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down? So sometimes you have to do that. You know, he can't afford to have another disastrous debate, because then all will be lost. And could you imagine the ego of being a one-term president? It's like, you ever tried to have a one-night stand with somebody who just refused to let it be a one-night stand? You ever? I can't be alone here. I'm not alone. I refuse to believe that I am alone. If you've ever had a fling, and when it had been flung, the person tried to buoy back, and you like, no. And they refused. And it wasn't that they wanted you. No. Although, in your unconscious state, okay, dig the math, in your unconscious state, you may have perceived it as being about you. But when something is truly over and someone has a hard time dealing with the overness, more times than not, it's not about the person who's on the other end. It is some sort of something that has you unable to walk away. Now, whether that is because your ego won't let you, or whether that is because you have abandonment issues, or whether that is because you are, whatever's going on with you. A lot of times it's not what's on the other side. It's not. What's on the other side, it's just easy for you to focus your attention on what's on the other side, because if you're focused there, you don't have to focus here. Now, in light of what we've heard about the president's tax issues and how much he may have been in debt, and how much his multitude of riches, at least in the later half of these years, have come from entertainment and not necessarily business, entertainment being The Apprentice. So he has made quite a bit of money as a result of being on The Apprentice. And one could argue that he's made more money as an entertainer in his later years than he has as a businessman. Now, and one could also say that as by proxy of what he's done in entertainment, that has given him an uptick in his business dealings. There is no greater job that is going to allow for protection than being president. Just my opinion. I think that I think he doesn't want to be a one-term president. I mean, he's a racist. So I think a lot of this kind of pinky pipe energy that we're feeling from him, no shade, because, your skin color is really no determination of your dick size, honey. Okay. Hey there. Okay. Hey, Wendy. We'll get to that in a minute. But I just think that I think that it is beyond what we know in terms of why he needs to remain president. He is in an enormous amount of debt, and, if you've ever owed anyone money, it's a dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous thing, honey. And, have you ever seen two crackheads fight over just the minuscule amount of money? Families break apart for hundreds of thousands of dollars. This man is like, he's in it. He's in it. He's in the debt. Okay. And he's in debt to some very high powered people. I mean, there's no greater job for protection than the president of the United States. And we are seeing that he's being protected in a way that is, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. I think that this is beyond what we know. I think that, trying to solicit a specific response from him is pointless. Yes, we should vote, but beyond voting, we need to really just get into self and, the implications of this. I mean, his illness may in fact rally people behind him, in these very unordinary times. Like, if you kind of look at this COVID crisis that he is now having, filtered through the lens of partisan politics, this divide that existed can now be stitched back together, seemingly through this one issue. Oh, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. So anyway, the NFL has postponed this Sunday's highly anticipated game between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs after there were some positive coronavirus tests from both teams. Cam Newton, the Patriots quarterback. Yes, I said Cam Newton. I did not say Tom Brady. Girl. Yes, Tom Brady does not play for the Patriots. All right. So the postponement is the latest in a string of positive cases in the NFL. And I just don't know. Did anyone catch Saturday Night Live last night? Well, so I believe that Meg Thee Stallion and Chris Rock were last night's guest. I think I'm going to try to watch it if I can. Meg Thee Stallion had a very, what I hear and what I saw through social media posts, because I did not watch it because I was at the party for Jonisa. So she had a very riveting performance is what I heard. And she, played the soundbite of Malcolm X's 1960s speech that he gave, I believe, was it in Harlem or was it in Newark? I don't remember. But what I do know is talked about the black woman being the most disrespected. Everyone now it's like, you guys really cheapen something, like, I get it. And I'm not saying this about her performance. Like, it is true, especially in light of Tory Lanez dropping his new album, which, have you guys listened to Tory Lanez's shit? I know a few of you did, which is problematic. We should not be supporting. But should we be I'm so confused about that shit. Now, what I'm not confused by is that there was evidence that listen, I don't even want to rehash it. I'm still confused about a lot of shit as it pertains to that situation. And quite frankly, I feel like we even know too much. I shouldn't be confused about some shit that don't got nothing to do with me, okay? I don't give a fuck. I got my own shit going on, yeah? But what I will say is I just find it awkward right now to support him. I don't know. Like, it skeeves me out. It gives me the scavotch, like I'm skeeved out by it. At any rate, so hold on. Let me get a drink of water. So, on a side note, have you ever been with someone? I don't know, maybe been with someone. I don't know.